What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to MemeGC. We are here with an awesome VGC team to try out today. It is an hyper offensive team, and it's got some really awesome members on it. It's built by Benjio Wang, an absolutely amazing VGC player and team builder. Won, I believe, the Dallas Regional last year, so very impressive resume and awesome teams that this person builds. And so it features an awesome core that is becoming very common right now, which is Nihilego, Urshifu, and Thundurus, which is called the Nut Core. It's a pretty awesome group of mons in the hyper offensive space. You've got the Meteor Beam with Power Herb for that automatic +2 if you take a KO, which is pretty awesome, as well as Trick Room to kind of go against the really common Tailwind teams, as well as shutting down opposing Trick Room. So a lot of really awesome options on this team. Clefairy being another really cool addition with the Moonblast. A lot of them don't actually carry that, but that being there is really awesome for opposing Urshifus, all that kind of thing. Choice Band on Urshifu is really cool to see. It's very, very strong. And then, of course, Thundurus is pretty common nowadays to go up against the Intimidate users. So, pretty awesome team. And we are going to jump in just a second. Before we do, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. We're trying to get to 200 subs by the end of the year. And so I would really love if you would help me out with that. So, let's go ahead and jump into it. Match number one today looks very, very interesting, having the Tapu Fini, of course, being very, very common, but Regieleki and Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is very cool to see. You don't see that a lot nowadays, but it definitely still has a spot. It's weird seeing Regieleki and Grimmsnarl on the same team, though, because they typically do roughly the same thing. But so what do we want to do in this match? Nihilego really doesn't look all that great. I mean, it does well against Finny, it does well against Grimmsnarl, but besides that, it kind of gets destroyed. So I don't think that that's where we're going to be leading. No Intimidate users, so Thundurus isn't going to get any kind of boosts. I believe that Rotom is going to be a must bring here. Kartana is probably going to be a must bring because otherwise we don't have an answer for the Finny, and that's going to be really, really good. Urshifu is probably going to be the last one, and then Clefairy for support. So, what do I want to do here? I kind of want to lead Clefairy Urshifu, and then bring these other two in the back. I just don't think that my other two are going to really be able to put on enough pressure. But with Clefairy and Urshifu, we can put on a lot of offensive pressure turn one. We've got the redirection so that we don't have to worry necessarily about Urshifu taking a ton of damage. I think this is probably our best bet. I really was hoping to use Nihilego in the first game, but I don't think that's the call here. So let's try it out. This team has a lot of different things that it can do, and so I want to really explore all of those. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. So, what do you lead off with? Dragapult Urshifu. This actually isn't too bad then, because we've got redirection and we can pick up a KO here on either Pokemon. Yeah, we're definitely clicking follow me here. That's a no-brainer. But as far as do we want to knock out opposing Urshifu or do we want to knock out opposing Dragapult? I guess that has to do with what we brought in the back. So, as far as dealing with Urshifu and Kartana kind of helps with Urshifu a little bit. So I'm kind of wanting to knock out Dragapult here. So I think we just click Wicked Blow into the Dragapult. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. We do see a switch out here, so do we see a Protect or something here? So this actually might be a good turn for us. We do see the Kartana switch in, which is pretty interesting, and we go ahead and see a Max. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get a Wicked Blow off, though, so this is going to do a good chunk of damage, especially since we are Choice Banded. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot, actually. So I guess the worst case is Max Guard out of Dragapult, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, it did not do that. So what do we see out of the Dragapult? We see Max Airstream. Okay, so boosting speed. Yeah, we live that comfortably, which is really, really good. Kartana obviously now putting Clefairy in danger, which is not good. but we should be able to do a good chunk of damage to this Dragon Bolt, which is Life Orb. Good to know. Wicked Blow, it's gone. Perfect. So Dynamax wasted turn 1 for my opponent. So we made the right call, made a good read. Just Urshifu wasn't as threatening in that case. Not to say that it is not threatening at all, because it definitely is. But taking that KO turn 1 is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love that. So this is a good lead. This was definitely a good lead for us. I don't think my opponent anticipated this lead. Okay, so we get a Tapu Fini switch in here. Okay, what do we want to do here? Honestly, I really want to just protect Clefairy and get in our own Kartana, or we could also get in our, yeah, we're definitely protecting here. And then I don't hate getting in our Rotom here. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Even if we have to take a Muddy Water, that's fine. This saves Urshifu for later, which definitely still has a lot of value being choice banded. I think that that's totally fine. Protect here so we don't take a Smart Strike or anything. I don't want to take any of that. Yep. Boop, into the Protect. Very good. And then Moonblast straight into the Rotom. That's fine. Okay, perfect. Don't lower our special attack. Okay, it did lower our special attack, which is not great, but it's okay. It's okay. So now, what do I want to do here? I feel like I want a Helping Hand and just go ahead and let this thing go down. And then Dynamax this, or do I Nasty Plot? Nasty Plot seems really tempting to get us back to neutral. After I'm sure another Moonblast comes out. Yeah, I think I have to. I think I have to go ahead and Dynamax here, and we're gonna go ahead and try to knock out this Fini. Yeah, not the Dynamax choice I had in mind coming into the match, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. So I think that this is our best play here. We're gonna go ahead and let our Clefairy go down, which may not be the best play in the world. We could have switched out into our own Kartana, but I don't think that that's necessarily, I don't think this is necessarily the worst play in the world. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sack Clefairy. Unfortunate. Yeah, we're given the Kartana Beast Boost, which is also very scary. And then Max Lightning here. We're gonna get rid of the Misty Terrain as well. And Fini is Sash? It lived on like 1. Please don't tell me it had like fake Sash and just actually lived on 1. It actually just lived on 1. That is so unfortunate. Wow. So that -1 special attack actually made a huge difference. So my opponent predicting me to knock out Kartana there, I guess, and going for the Calm Mind. Oh man, that really stinks. That really stinks a lot. So we can go into our own Kartana here and really start putting pressure on my opponent. I think that this is a free Overheat or a Max Flare, and then let's see, we could Leaf Blade into the Tapu Fini. Not really worry about making any kind of predictions here. We're pretty safe, to be honest. And even if either of these switches out, then I don't really mind. Fini protects, that's okay too. It's pretty obvious that I was attacking into that slot, but it's fine. Hits mine, we go down. Okay, that's unfortunate. Wins the speed tie. I'm assuming it's a speed tie. I don't know how much speed is actually on this Kartana. But we do lose our Kartana there, which is really bad. And we're gonna go ahead and knock out the opposing Kartana. I don't want any more of that. If that had been sashed, that could have been really unfortunate. But it's not, so we're good. So Fini's already pretty low. Fini's pretty low, and we've got an Urshifu against my opponent's Urshifu. So this could come down to a speed tie. This really could come down to a speed tie as to who comes out on top here. So I think we have to just close combat into Urshifu and hope we win the speed tie. We also could just go ahead and Max Lightning into the Urshifu actually, and not attack. Actually, max flare into the Urshifu. I want to double, yeah, I want to double the Urshifu because the Finny really... Okay, that's fine. If we can knock out the Urshifu, then I think that we're fine. We get our berry back, which is great. Because again, like, we're faster than Finny, and I don't think Finny has any way to knock us out here. It's Sash, so I'm glad we doubled into it. This is not a waste of a max move, just to do 1 HP. This is not a waste. This is actually our win condition, is knocking out this Urshifu in 1 turn. So yeah, we had to get rid of this thing because otherwise it can beat Rotom next turn. But Tapu Fini, even with Muddy Water, isn't going to be able to do that. Yep, gonna hit us with a Moonblast, that's fine. Knock us out, you do that. Urshifu did its job, got us down to Sash. So good game. We didn't even need the Nihilego strats in this match. Definitely made some good plays though, I think. Letting our Kartana go down was kind of unfortunate. But besides that, I think we played pretty well. So good game to my opponent. Really cool team. I just think we were able to come out on top there. I don't believe you live a T-Bolt, even us at -1, you at +1. You do, that's bad. That's really bad. It's in the sun though. Are you serious? We lost that? Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. So the fake Sash live into the second fake Sash live. Tapu Fini just never dies. Tapu Fini literally never dies, and that's why it's #1 in usage. Man, we should have had that. That's really sad. That's a heartbreaking defeat. But it was really close though. My opponent played really, really well. Unfortunate, heartbreaking, but we got another one to make up for it. Let's get into game 2. Match number 2, we're going up against a mirror match, actually. This is pretty interesting. So my opponent has the exact same team as us. So what are we gonna do about this mirror match? Now, obviously Nihilego completely wrecks this team. The Nihilego is really good against its own team. This is hilarious, to be honest with you, that we got a mirror match, but this is a very common team right now that people are wanting to use. So what do we want to do about this? So I want to bring Nihilego for sure. As far as what else we want to do, I think that Rotom is a definite bring here. Do we bring the Tornadus? That's the question. I don't know if we bring the Tornadus or even lead it. We could bring it in the back though for Urshifu. Actually, let's go ahead and lead with it. That's fine. This and then Urshifu. Yeah, so this is cool. So really close game 1, mirror match game 2. I have a feeling I'm getting ready to get absolutely destroyed by the team that we're using today, which is gonna be pretty hilarious, to be honest with you. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. 69% of the viewers on this channel are not subscribed, so please help me out. It would be really, really great if you would. So we see Kartana and Nihilego here. Pretty interesting lead from my opponent. Not a bad lead at all, because obviously Kartana hits our Nihilego pretty dang hard. And it doesn't really give our Nihilego much room to really breathe, which is kind of the unfortunate part about hyper offense. So what do we do about this? We really need to get damage off on the opposing Nihilego. We really need to knock that out. That's kind of where we're at here, is we really need to knock that out. But our own Kartana could probably knock out our own Nihilego. So I kind of want to switch Nihilego out into Rotom. Yep, I want to switch out, and then we're gonna superpower into Nihilego here. Just raw. I don't think that this is gonna be our max option, just because we're gonna have to take a Meteor Beam anyway, and so this thing's just gonna immediately die. So we're gonna get a max here, probably. Is it from Kartana, or are we gonna get max Rockfall out of Nihilego? All right, max Kartana, makes sense. Max Kartana is going to hurt for sure. It's very, very strong. So we probably see a Meteor Beam here. That is not what I clicked. I definitely clicked Superpower on Nihilego. I might lose because of that. Okay, I'm very upset that that happened because that is not at all what I clicked. Yeah, and now Meteor Beam. Well, that sucks. That sucks a lot that it did not take what I clicked. Special attack raise, Meteor Beam. Here we go. We're getting ready to get destroyed. Yeah, we still could have done so much damage though. Why did it do that? Oh, that's so sad. It's just a day of completely unfortunate events. This is rough. But we do have our own Urshifu in the back. That's a good thing, I guess. And we can max our Rotom here. Because the Meteor Beam really isn't going to come out again, most likely. So we're just going to go ahead and try to knock out this Kartana here. And click CC. Do we click CC or do we click Wicked Blow? Wicked Blow is probably a better all-around choice to click. Yeah, I'm going to click that. Although I'm really hoping Max Flare actually knocks this thing out. We are Assault Vest Kartana. So I'm really hoping that we actually knock this thing out. It is paper thin on the special defensive side, but obviously Assault Vest really helps with that. It might have been better to double into that slot, but honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure. So we get an Airstream here. That's going to go ahead and just blow back our Urshifu. We live. We live. Okay. That is going to raise Nihilego's speed, though, which is not great. Yep, Sludge Bomb at +1. Not going to knock us out. We got our berry. Okay. We've got a shot here at doing some damage. What can we do here? Go ahead and Wicked Blow into Nihilego. It's not that bulky on the physical side. It does knock it out. It does. The crit does go through the defense boost that it got, so we don't have to worry about that. Very good to knock that out. That thing can snowball very quickly. So Max Flare into this. Does not live. Okay, so we take a double KO. That's very good. It's going to depend on what's in the back. We still have 2 more turns of Dynamax. We go ahead and knock out our opponent's Dynamax. We get rid of all the boosts. That's it. So Rotom coming out and being kind of a threat. Like, it's kind of insane to me how much of a threat this thing is being. So we see Thundurus, that's not great. And then Rotom, opposing Rotom. Okay, Urshifu is in danger, like major danger. And we have Nihilego in the back. So, I want to knock out this guy right here. And I want to save Nihilego. So, let's see. Because Nihilego can easily deal with the Rotom. It's dealing with the Thundurus. Well, I mean, Nihilego can honestly deal with either one, and it goes for Fly. I doubled into that slot. That's bad. That's really bad. Alright, so Wicked Blow does nothing. And Max Lightning does nothing. So that's nasty plot. That's a free nasty plot for my opponent. Alright, alright. However, we can just knock it out next turn. We can just do the same thing and knock it out next turn. So that's what we're going to do. I don't really care what the Rotom does because it's going to be slower than us. Obviously, it speed ties our Rotom, but it's slower than Urshifu. And it's slower than Nihilego. It missed. That's unfortunate because that would have knocked out Urshifu. It wouldn't have had to take a Wicked Blow. That's an unfortunate miss. Yeah, and it's going to go down to that. Yeah, that miss... I don't know that miss mattered. And we win the speed tie again. Yeah, it doesn't do much damage, but that speed tie may... Not the speed tie. That miss may have made a difference. We get a T-Bolt. We easily take that. Yeah, that's going to make the match a lot easier. That's really unfortunate for my opponent, to be honest. We would have won either way with Nihilego. but that just makes it a lot more difficult for my opponent to win. We're gonna nasty plot here. I'm assuming he's just gonna click into this, but I don't think that there's a win condition. Yeah, that fly may have actually made a difference. That fly missing may have made a difference, because it would have knocked out our Urshifu. We would have hit the Thundurus with our Max Lightning. I'm assuming that would have KO'd. And then we would have just gone into Nihilego, click Meteor Beam, and knock out our opponent. So I think it would have been fine either way, but that is just an unfortunate way to go. So, but really cool that we saw a mirror match in this one. That's really awesome. So let's get one more to end out the episode. Final match of the day, and we've got a very interesting team here. So we have redirection of electric type moves with the Raichu, so that could be very interesting, seeing how we have two electric types. Arcanine, which gives Intimidate, which would help the Thundurus out a lot. This just kind of screams Nihilego and Thundurus to me. I think we need Urshifu in the back in order to deal with the Dragapult. And then as far as our last Mon goes, how good is Kartana versus how good is the... This is tough, right? I think that either one is viable here. I want to check to make sure, because we haven't even brought this today. Smart Strike, Aerial Ace, Sacred Sword. I just feel like it's a tough matchup. It still does work though. I'm gonna bring Kartana instead of Rotom here. And again, Clefairy probably had some value here. Yeah, Tailwind is probably gonna be a thing that happens, in which case we could possibly set Trick Room. But that's a big if. It's a big maybe. Big maybe, big maybe. The thing is, we could possibly even outrun the Trick Room, or the Tailwind rather, if we set up some max Airstreams. So, we'll see. Dragapult Raichu, okay. I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Yeah, we're gonna see Fake Out here, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna protect turn one because I'm expecting Fake Out, and we're gonna Airstream into Dragapult. I wanna go ahead and get the speed up here. I just don't wanna take a Fake Out on Nihilego if I don't have to. And I don't think Dragapult is that big of a deal here. It's definitely threatening, but I don't think that it's like the biggest problem in the world for us. So I think that this is as well as our first turn could go, I guess. Definitely not the lead I was expecting, but you know, it's not like I'm clicking an electric move on the Dragapult anyway, just because it does like 0 damage. Nihilego protects. So I'm assuming we see Fake Out here. Oh, fakes out Thundurus actually. Okay, that's fine. And Steel Wing into the protect. Nice. Okay, we're good. So this is gonna get us a speed boost, which is something we definitely need. And that knocked out Dragapult. Okay, I didn't think it was that strong, but it is. Okay, okay. So we got rid of the priority, which is good. And we got rid of the Dragapult, which is also good. I did not expect that to go down turn one. I'm good with it though. So let's see what my opponent goes into here rather. What do you bring? Arcanine. Okay. That's just gonna boost my attack. It's not... Okay, it's Flash Fire. Or... Okay, that's odd. So we're gonna Meteor Beam into Arcanine. And I guess Airstream into Raichu. Yeah, I mean... Why is it not Intimidate? That's so weird. Okay, I guess this is what the cool kids are doing nowadays, is running Arcanine with no Intimidate. I was expecting my +2 and just kind of go nuts with Thundurus, but that didn't happen. It's okay. It's okay. So what do you do here, though? Immediate withdrawal of Arcanine into Whimsicott. I mean, We don't take the KO on Raichu. Nuzzle could be bad, I guess. I guess Nuzzle's the, like, worst case scenario. We pop a balloon, not that that matters. We're setting up Nihilego here. Definitely what we want to do. Because I want to get that special attack raise. We get the Meteor Beam off against the Whimsicott, which is, you know, probably not going to kill. Actually, it took it down to Sash. We take those. We take those. So, I don't... Nasty plot. Okay. I don't think you win here. I don't think there's any way for you to win here because we just click Sludge Bomb into Whimsicott, Airstream into Raichu. And so I'm assuming we see Tailwind here. That's probably like the last ditch effort. But I mean, we're at +2 speed here. So I mean, it's essentially the same thing. So sets up Tailwind, but that's pretty much exactly what we already have. Yeah, so we're already faster. And then we're gonna get even faster. So knock out Raichu, and we'll knock out the Whimsicott here. So weird game 3, but we take it. We take those. The not having Intimidate was kind of interesting. It definitely made the game go a little bit slower. This seemed more like a singles team with some doubles moves on them. But it's fine. We take these wins. We take these wins for sure. And I'm okay with it. We get a Beast Boost. Getting even stronger. Very good. And so yeah, last is Arcanine. And I don't think Arcanine is gonna like any of what's happening here. So yeah, again, no Intimidate. Could have been +4, but we're not. We're plus nothing. We're just very fast boys. So we're just gonna pick Sludge Bomb here and Wild Charge. And we should be good, I would think. I'm surprised my opponent has made it this far on the ladder, to be honest, because this team doesn't really seem all that great. Then again, this core is also really, really good. So, you know, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. So, good old Arcanine, the biggest boy, trying to be the strongest boy and go 4-0. Wild Charge. Okay, not doing all that much. Definitely gonna take a few of those. And Sludge Bomb, not doing enough either. Okay, Max Lightning going into Nihilego. And not gonna KO. So setting up terrain, not that that helps since, you know, we're off the ground. So it doesn't give us the boost there, unfortunately. Should have clicked Meteor Beam there again, that would have been funny. Oh well, it's fine. We're just gonna click Wild Charge again and Sludge Bomb. And battle's canceled. All right, that makes sense. So GG to my opponent, Nihilego, finally doing some work in VGC. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of MemeGC, and make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of this combination of Pokemon, what you think of me using a combination that's called Nut in November. Let me know what you think of that. So I kind of broke the rules there by using this team, but it's fine, it's whatever. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week this week. Be looking forward to Wednesday for an awesome Wi-Fi battle, and we will see you then. I hope you have a great week. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, all that good stuff. All right, bye-bye.